Yeah! It's Hump Day with the Terrys.
Hello.
Good morning.
Kimberly.
Dave. Team Terry
RVing vlogs. So it's Hump Day.
with the Terrys.
So we are in a campground right now, getting ready to head east.
When we left Quartzsite, we went down to Mitchery Lake here in Yuma. We spent a week, 7 days basically, almost 8 days, boondocking down there at Mitchery Lake, which was gorgeous. It was like a parking area we were at, but it was quiet. Every once in a while you'd get somebody flying by, but overall it was pretty nice.
Yep, it's a fish and game land there. You can stay up to 10 days. We'll have a video of that in the future. Right now we're at a campground, an Encore, right across from the airport. Not an Encore that we were at before. This is a little one, but it's very noisy here, so we're going to talk very loud.
We're right off the highway, plus we're right at the end of the runway for Yuma Airport.
And you can hear all the birds in the background. There's mourning doves, and there's a bunch of birds around, and there's lots of traffic. It's 1,000 trails. We have 1,000 trails packet and the trail packet along with it. So the Encores are a part of the trail pack. That's additional cost to the 1,000 trails that we have. It was worth getting. I don't know if we'll get it in the future. We'll have to see about that.
It's really only good if you're in like the East Coast when you don't have a lot of boondocking areas, but it did help us out here.
Right. That brings us to the next subject, boondocking. Basically, we love to boondock, and what we do is we boondock until our resources are ate up, and then we go into a campground and dump our tanks, refuel, get more water.
Right.
Yeah. So with boondocking, it is free. You're usually on free land, and you can stay up to 10 to 14 days, but you have to use all your, what do you call them?
You got to use your propane. You're going to use the water you got because you got to have water for washing, cooking, doing dishes. Otherwise, even though you're boondocking, you're still using your propane. You're using solar, but you set your solar out. You got your batteries you got to keep up, so you have DC current in your RV for your lighting, for your refrigerator that runs on propane.
And here comes the jet. Yeah, so it's not really free because, like, when you're in a campground, you can be plugged in, but there's nothing compared to boondocking. It's
right.
just really beautiful.
Boondocking's freedom, really.
Right.
Beautiful.
We always get worried that people are going to complain about the birds, but we have to go to plan B when everything's full and we need to dump our tanks and get more water, and our propane's low, and so we're going to be heading out shortly, and
we're going to head back east, right.
So now we're going to discuss Quartzsite.
Quartzsite, Arizona, the home of the mega RVs.
And the big tent.
And RVs falls under a lot of categories. They have vans, they have school buses, schoolies have been transformed into beautiful homes.
Cars, tents. Anything. People.
Teardrop campers, fifth wheels, travel trailers, motorhomes, Super Cs, which are the truck cab with a big motor box on the back.
There's flea markets all over the place. There's the gem store, which is awesome.
That's the place my wife loves, the gem store.
That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that, seeing all the different stones and gems that you can purchase.
She even made me a wrist bracelet.
Yep.
My eyes are burning.
So it's a very busy place and a lot of people. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, it's a lot of people. How many did Google say?
Thousands.
Google said there was 250,000 people
during
visit
the winter. 250,000 during the winter here in Quartzsite, Arizona.
Right. So there's only 2 ways into Quartzsite. There is Route 95 and I-10. So I-10 gets backed up and 95 gets backed up, and it's like wall-to-wall cars, trucks,
Be a pain in the ass.
golf carts, bicycles, people walking right in front of you.
Yeah, the side-by-sides, four-wheelers and stuff, they're allowed to run on the streets here, and you know, they like to cut in and out of traffic. The people that enjoy it, they take their time and they just take their four-wheelers and follow the line. But then there's others that cut across things to get in front of you,
Right.
which you got to get used to. I mean, that's anywhere where they're
That's Quartzsite, yeah. Weather in Quartzsite is cold at night, and it's very cold at night,
Yeah.
and then warmer during the day. But there's no humidity, so that's a great thing for people that have like lung problems and stuff. Dave says his breathing's been pretty good out here.
Yeah.
We love meeting everybody and people we've been communicating with this whole time, and since we started our YouTube channel 3 years ago, that we have followed and we met subscribers, so that's a positive thing there.
Right. And we'll miss them.
They're in the desert. There's lots of quartz and stones.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
And Dave loves that. You know, everywhere I look, there's stones hid away in the motorhome. I don't know how we're going to get over the mountains.
Yeah, it's like a long trailer.
He has stones everywhere.
And here we go. We got a plane that's flying right at us here. There it is right there. Waiting for it. Yeah, we really enjoy that kind of thing. It's cool to see them land right here like they are.
Quartzsite is a great place for four-wheeling.
Oh, yeah.
And any kind of dirt vehicle that you have, you can go up and down the mountains. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know if I ever go back out there, it would be with a four-wheeler or a side-by-side.
Right.
The sunsets are off the chart.
Yeah, the sunsets are beautiful. And I've learned really how to take photos of them because a lot of people are taking their photos right at the start of the sunset, but I wait until it's almost gone, and then you get the shadows in front. What would you call that? The dark mountains, and then you got the sunset behind it.
That's because the sunset's lower than the mountain.
Right. That's what I like.
And the RTR, we spent several days in and out of the RTR, and we weren't actually in the RTR, we were on the outskirts of it, but that is very busy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of traffic in and out.
Yeah, a lot of rules.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people stayed outside of the RTR because of all the rules, but there was a lot of people there.
I guess with the amount of people you got to have some rules, don't you think?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
I think it would get way out of hand if they didn't have the rules that they have. A lot of people didn't like all the rules. Well, you know what? There's a spot down the road called the Par RTR that they had separate, so people could play music loud and stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of desert.
Whole lot of desert.
Yeah, there's a lot of long term there, and a lot of 14 days. Long term, you have to pay for it. I don't know how much that is.
$40 some dollars for
2 weeks.
2 weeks, and then
but then you can dump your tanks and get water and trash.
Right. And we got to go over there and meet up with, like we said before, we got to meet up with a bunch of YouTubers.
Right. And that was worth it.
Yep.
Now, the question would be, are we going to do it again?
Probably not.
Probably not. If we go to Quartzsite again, it would be after the big tent, like in, I don't know, March, April, when it's warmer. It's very hard those cold nights. A lot of people think, you know, it's not, but it gets really cold, and our cats got really sick out here. So I don't want that ever happen again.
Right.
And they're not outside cats.
Right. It's actually nice here.
It is, because we don't have to walk the dogs to the dog park. They can go right outside the coach, and then there's not a lot of germs coming into the coach for the cats. So it's nice here.
It's
I
been
like
a very nice day. It's been, we had a few nights where the Marines were out flying their Harriers and jets and stuff, and it got real loud, but other than that,
and there's a lot of long-term people here. Dave's going to do a video of the place and walk around. It's very small, and you can walk right to Walmart and bring the carts back.
Yeah, you bring the carts
really
back
cool.
from Walmart, and resort people, they take them back for you. You don't have to walk all the way back to Walmart with it, which is nice. And if any of y'all are interested, some of the elderly or people that's got big money, they have places for sale in here if you're interested.
I'd like to say thank you for watching.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit that red box down there that says subscribe, and also there's a little bell, ding 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 ding. Hit that bell and you'll be notified when our next video comes out.
Can you hear the mourning doves?
Yeah, these are the mourning doves we hear
all the time.
Give us a thumbs up.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Leave us a comment. Catch you on the road.
Catch you on the road. That's a jet. Woo, look at that. Man, they're like side by side, almost touching. That is totally cool. Yay. We love that kind of sound, though. We do enjoy that.
That's our mighty military at work.
Yay!